today I have my 5-month no-buy update to share with you. If you want to know the journey so far, I will link the playlist in the info box. I am so stoked to have come this far. My no-buy journey started off as like a low-buy, went in a full-on no-buy, and now we're like no-buying other areas of life beyond just the makeup. I do have a slight slip up this month in the sort of skincare front. So let's just talk about that and get that out of the way. Basically, I needed to order cotton rounds. I use reusable cotton rounds. I always buy them from Revolution, link them in the info box. But they were doing the 3 for 2, so I ordered some. And while I was there, they also had these cute like watermelon flannels that the kids are just obsessed with. I also picked up a new body brush, which I haven't had a chance to use yet. Rosie's kind of stolen it for sensory reasons. She is obsessed with it. It's got like the soft bristles and it's got these sort of rubbery bits, so she just obsessively like strokes this body brush. So I haven't had a chance to use it yet. But I did pick up 3 other products, one of which is a retinol serum, because I wanted to add retinol serum to my skincare routine, and I own a bottle of this. I own a bottle. Where it is, I don't know. So I bought a new one. By the time I guarantee you that when I start using this and I get so much through, like a quarter of the way through, the other one will appear. And because it was a 3 for 2, that left me with 2 slots to fill. And I did pick up 2 face masks, which I know I'm supposed to be on replacement only for like face masks and things. I've already, as you can see, busted this guy open, and I've been using it on this bad boy. Oh man, this was actually painful. Like raising my eyebrow hurt. So I just kind of busted this open and started using it, which I really shouldn't have. I should have finished another one first, but it's neither here nor there. We went for it. And the other thing that I picked up was a hyaluronic acid overnight hydrating mask, which I always buy one this time of year, so it's almost like a routinely seasonal purchase, and it just kind of gives me an extra boost of hydration in the nighttime. Usually I would buy the Kiehl's one, but it's super expensive. I do like the Kiehl's one a lot, and you can get it in Boots now, which is awesome. I was using the Vichy Idealia one, but it's gone bad. So this one it is. It's just a hyaluronic acid overnight hydrating mask. I haven't used it yet, so I'm not going to comment on it, but those are things that have come into my possession in November. As far as my other areas of non-makeup, as far as non-purchasing has been going really well. I haven't purchased any clothes or any shoes. I kind of would like to get another pair of boots though. But we'll see about that. We'll see. In terms of bath and body care, I've been fine with that. I haven't even looked at anything. I went for a really big long window shop because I finished work like an hour and a half early one day, and I was like, well, we're close to the city centre, so we'll go for a wander. And I went for a big long peruse at everything, and it was the most I don't want to say unfulfilling time, but like there was nothing piquing my interest. There was no excitement, there was no urge to have. So yeah, that's awesome. I'm quite happy with that. The only area that I did purchase things was sort of books, because like I said, if I can get secondhand things that are useful, then I will pick them up. I found a retailer on eBay that sells secondhand educational books. So I think I purchased like 7 or 8 books off of there, because I am looking into either bolstering up my children's education at home or in the long run, potentially homeschooling or flexi schooling, we'll see. But I got books on specifically like the laws of homeschooling, how homeschooling works. I also got one on childhood theories, one on understanding children's development in the early years. There's a textbook on early formative years schooling, I think it's called. And I also got a print version of the curriculum. So you can buy the guidelines that are handed to your teacher. You can buy a copy of that and you can read through it yourself, so you can find out exactly what is expected of your children in school. So if you want to ask your teachers direct questions, you can. And I also picked up a do I have it close by actually? Yes. Oops. I got the national curriculum. This one's particularly for England, but a lot of it crossovers for up in Scotland. But I also got the planning, the primary national curriculum. It's a guide for teachers for lesson planning. So like if there's things I want to do at home or topics or areas I want to broach at home, this will help me do that. So far it's been very insightful. I've learned a lot. It's been quite eye-opening. Not all of that positive, but there you go. There's some controversial topics in there, but we're not going to get into it. And in terms of actual makeup no-buy, I have been too focused on preparing for my project plans for 2023 to even really care about purchasing things. In my last update, I did talk about potentially purchasing palettes for Christmas or putting them away. Well, those palettes have been purchased. They are going to be part of my Christmas. Because I'm a difficult person to buy for. I am. Not gonna lie, I am a difficult person to buy for. And yeah, so that my Christmas has been bought. It has been put past for Christmas, and I'm excited for it. I do have a little bit of a wish list building. I will be doing like a wish list video like towards the end of the first quarter next year. But mostly my wish list has been those Beauty Bay palettes that I'm getting for Christmas now. Kind of excited. Really excited, not kind of, I am. The Natasha Denona palettes that are on my wish list, the My Dream palette, the Pastel palette, and the Retro Glam palette, they are on my wish list. I really kind of like the look of the Carnival 5 palette. Excuse me. And I know, another rainbow palette with a bunch of like greys and blacks and stuff. I know, but I still think it's pretty. I would like to have it. And there's like a P. Louise palette that I kind of like the look of. I think it's called like the Queen of the World or something like that. It's like a double-sided one, but you know, it's not necessarily up there. I've never bought anything P. Louise. It's never been too high on my purchase list, but mostly Natasha Denona and By Beauty Bay palettes. I'm kind of interested in a few things from Sydney Grace, but yeah. Every time I've gone to order stuff from Sydney Grace, I've never been able to get what I wanted. So, yeah, there is that. So in general, the no-buy has been going really rather well. I'm very excited about all my plans for using up things in the next year. Apart from what I have on my wish list currently, I have no desires to pick anything else up. I'm just kind of enjoying using what I have, and I will be doing like a shop my stash for December, so I'm just going to be like delving into my collection, and it's going to be like a free-for-all for December, which I'm kind of excited to just have that massive amount of freedom for the end of the year. I don't want to feel that way in 2023 when it comes to my makeup. I don't want to feel so restrictive Like I will be doing lots of project pans, but I hope that there will be enough of a broad range of products that I won't feel restricted. And because oftentimes when I feel restricted, that's when I tend to look at the new shiny things. So hopefully over the coming year I will be able to downsize a fair amount of products, and continue on my no buy. And yeah, I'm really happy with how things are going. I feel really confident, if I would say, and next year is going to be the 6-month mark, particularly for makeup. So very, very excited about that. Very, very excited. The only thing that I have that is like left to spend is like my Juvia's Place credit note, which yeah, I don't know what to do with. I might use it to purchase a gift for someone else. We'll see. I don't have many friends that are as into makeup as I am, so if I purchase them a Juvia's Place palette, like they'll love it and everything, they'll appreciate it, but it wouldn't have like the same resonance as someone else who's like into makeup. I know that's silly reasoning, but it's just kind of my thought. But hey ho, you know. It kind of reminds me of there's just a random thought that popped into my head, but it kind of reminded me of, like, I've always been the person in the workplace that's like really into makeup, and someone came up and was like, oh, my mom bought me a naked palette for Christmas, and I was like, oh wow, which one? And they just looked at me like I'd asked them, you know, what colour the pants were. So yeah, like to people who are not as into makeup as we are, a naked palette's just a naked palette. Whereas, was it the Naked Honey palette? Was it the Naked Wild West palette? Was it the Naked Cherry palette? I need to know, is it pretty? Yeah. I never did find out what naked palette it was. It was just a naked palette. But she enjoyed it, so that's the main thing. Anyways, I'm going to sign off now because before any more random thoughts pop into my head. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.